What makes a good parent? I think a good answer is someone who always does what's best for their kid. What do you think? Matthew H., Columbus, Georgia.
I think that a good parent is somebody who really listens to their kid and doesn't, like, try to seem like they're the master, they're the boss, but actually, like, treats them as an equal so that they'll really listen and get the point.
My parents are on a level with me.
Yeah, so it's not like, I am your boss, I am your parent, you must listen to me. It's like, okay, that was wrong, why'd you do it?
Yeah.
And then you really get time to think about what you did, and I think that way they teach you, and it's more fair. What do you think?
No, I think that parents shouldn't be too controlling. They should give their kids a sense of space and a sense of privacy. They don't have to be, like, up in everything. They can't, like, not supposed to know their whole world. I mean, you know, they're parents. You're supposed to know everything about your kid, but not to the exact point. Like, you have to have some sense of privacy, I think.
I think a parent should sort of let their kids go off and do things on their own. Like, you can give them advice, but don't be like, don't always stand up for them, or, you know what I mean? And, like, tell them exactly what to do, because sometimes I think that you should learn on your own.
Yeah, I think there should always be rules, because you can't just let your kid do anything, because then they could be turned out to be a total psycho.
The thing I like about my parents is they're not always, like, supportive of me. They're kind of truthful with me. Like, say I'll be working on a drawing or something, and I'll show them to my parents. They won't be like, oh, it's beautiful, it's perfect. No. They'll be like, and then they'd tell me, they'd be like, well, it's good, but, you know, you could do something better. Or not with paintings, but with grades and, like, school projects. Like, that's good, but, you know, you could have done better if you hadn't procrastinated, which I do a lot. And
What's that mean?
It's
Like, putting things off
when
until
you
last
hold
minute.
things off last minute.
Once I had a really loved pair of shoes. I mean, but these shoes were so dirty and disgusting that my mom's like, throw them out. And I'm like, no, they're my shoes. I want them on my feet. I'm not throwing them away. So one day, my mom just threw them out, and she's like, that's the end of those shoes. And I thought I was like, oh, that was the meanest thing you could ever do to me. And then the next day I come in with my new shoes, and everybody's like, I love your shoes. And they're like, you finally got rid of those yucky shoes. I was like, I like those shoes. But then I realized what my mom had done was, like, she was helping me, like, move on past my yucky shoes. She's like, you need new shoes. And then even though I didn't like that, she did it, and then it wasn't until after that I realized that what she was doing was a good thing, not terrible.